Hey guys, welcome to Master Gaming VR. We are here in Tales of Glory. Now, I just ran through this and I recorded about an hour's worth of gameplay as per usual. I pop out to go check it, and lo and behold, OBS hasn't even started recording. I'm not sure what happened. Probably OBS didn't have focus when I clicked on record, and it just brought it to focus instead of clicking record. Anyways, so I don't get that awesome, like, my super first impressions. I have been in the game before. But yeah, this is, in a word, intense. This game is not exactly what I was expecting when I first jumped in. It looks pretty. I like the way that it looks. I like the aesthetic. We do have a full-bodied avatar who walks pretty stiffly. There is some rough edges on the game right now. It is a one-man indie dev shop. The game has been out in early access since May, and there have been almost weekly, if not bi-weekly, updates to the game ever since. The dev is super active on the Discord channel, which I will drop in the comments down below. Really surprised me how much I enjoyed this game. So let's get to it. Walking is with the left joystick, and we'll run through the tutorial really quick. Left joystick or trackpad. It's onward style to a point, and I say to a point, meaning if I turn this, let me face this way, if I turn this too far to the left or right, I start to walk forward. Like, everything is forward. The only thing it tracks is the left and the right. And then once you get to a certain point, you just go forward. Now, when I initially was doing the video, that seemed like, why are you doing this? Why? But it actually works out really well, and I'm going to tell you how so. When you've got your halberd here, and you're chopping people like this, and you're trying to move forward, you can just hold on the trackpad to move forward, because when you're doing that swing, you're pointing the controller backwards, and instead of walking backwards like you would in onward, you keep moving forward. So it works out well for this type of game, I think. So semi-onward, semi does its own thing to try and help with moving while swinging. So it ends up working out pretty well. Let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial really quick, and then we'll come out and play with some weapons. Actually, yeah, let's go in here and do this first. Conserve some time. So we've got quick battle, custom battle, options. Let's take a look at the options really quick. And I didn't turn on the voice activation like I should have. So dominant hand, right hand, music, we'll keep the music on because I actually really like the music. Foot locomotion, I don't really understand these. I didn't go through these options. So maybe I will do that at some point just to figure them out, but not in this video. Mounted locomotion, I really liked how the mounted locomotion worked. So we're going to leave that as is. Speed change, momentary. So this one I believe I figured out. Toggle, I imagine, is you click the button and it toggles back and forth, while momentary is you press and hold. And that is your sprint speed. So snap turning I disabled. If we click it back onto allow, what that is you hold the left-hand trigger and you press on the pad and you snap in 45-degree increments. So there is that. Oh, yeah, that's not what I want to do. I did not like that. That's more for a front-facing Oculus setup, or any sort of front-facing setup. If you don't have room scale, 360-degree room scale, then you would want that on. Yeah, I think that's really the only scenario where you would want that on. If you got a 360 setup, you can just turn, and it's more natural. No motion sickness that way. So scale height. I didn't touch this. This was good on its own. I feel, at shoulder level, and my guy steps just fine, and I started this off on the floor, so just 180 is a good scale height for me. I'm about 6'2", so if you're not one of those, then you probably want to adjust that. Arm length, I did adjust, it was 0. It goes all the way out to 6, and if we hit scale now, we can see it. You really have to be like a fucking huge person for this to be appropriate for you. So there's a wide range of options. And then if we come out here to -6, we're tiny little midget man. We've got the midget hands. The midget hands. Well, fight. It's fight. Yeah. Karate chop. Okay. So we're not doing that. We were at 1, so we'll scale that to 1, and we've got like it stops right at the edge of my reach. If I stretch out a little bit farther, I can see that it's good. All right, so that is what we're doing there. There are graphic settings, fantastic and high, so basically just foliage density and an overall quality setting. Voice recognition settings. So I didn't get into these. I do think that I want to, but probably not for the first video. I think that might be a follow-up video on how to set up these voice recognition things, because you do have some windows set up here. So settings, privacy, speech, inking, and typing. So you've got to have Windows 10 and enable this right here, and then you come in here, and I don't know how this works because I haven't gone through that process yet. I imagine you just click this, record your voice line a few times. All, light infantry, light infantry, light infantry. And then it starts to recognize it. That's my assumption on how this works based off of what I can see here. But not having done it, I can't say how well it works. But it is something that I will go through and set up at some point, because the trackpad for it, I don't find in the middle of combat is going to be very useful. I think you're going to want to use the voice activation in this. So that is the... Nope, that's not what I wanted. That is the settings. Quit button. There's a quit button. Look at the beautiful quit button right there. It's right there. I'm a fan of quit buttons. Not just trying to close out via Steam or just having to force close an app. That bugs the hell out of me. If you've watched any of my videos, you've probably heard me complain about it before. So anyways, that is it for options. We have a quit, like I mentioned, quick battle, custom battle, and then we've got these campaign world beta options. These are actually pretty cool. We'll get into those, each one of those, as we go through the video, but let's run through the tutorial really quick. So selection is holding down the menu button, pointing and clicking the trigger. It also brings up your in-game menu, so we can go back or change some stuff here. So that is the let's get started horn. So let's get started. So this is going over movement. We've pretty much already gone over that, so I'm just going to breeze through this. You guys can pause and read this if you really desire to do so. Turn your back and move to the house behind you. The text, the white text on the gray background, not super liking it. I'm assuming that it's placeholder. I'm hoping that it's placeholder. It just doesn't look good. It's immersion breaking is what it is. Alright, so grabbing objects. To grab an item, press the grip button. Well, your hand is touching the item until it gets locked into your hands. It is sticky, so all you have to do is press the grip once and you've got it in your hand. To drop an item to the ground, hold both the grip and the trigger buttons until the item leaves your hand. It's pretty instant. So if you accidentally hit both of them, you're probably going to drop your weapon. You can use 4 weapon equipment slots and 1 shield slot on your back to take several items with you. 2-handed weapons can only be mounted on your shoulder slots. So, back, shoulder left, right, you can have 2-handed weapons. Both your hips, you can have 1-handed weapons, or you can have 1-handed on all 4 if you so desire. You've got in the small of your back, sort of where the onward tablet is, if anyone's played that, you've got a shield slot. I have had it be a little finicky on actually slotting things in there, especially the hip slots. Alright, to equip something, simply hold the grip button. Well, just grab it like you're grabbing something. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to glaze over it. Pick up your equipped weapon, simply hold the grip button. To reverse your grip, when you've got daggers. The daggers is the only thing that I've seen work with this. When you have a dagger in your hand, all you do is press grip again, and it will flip it from up here to down here. So you can go to stabbing pretty quickly. So we need to grab some weapons and move to the next house. So we've got a wide variety of weapons. So we've got nice little maces, morning stars, hammers with picks, shields. The shield, I wish, had another mounting point here, and I heard him talking about final mounting for the shields. I don't know if this is the final hand position or not. I'm thinking probably not. Bear in mind, this is all beta. All of this is beta, still in progress. I am actually on the Steam beta build right now. So this is the latest and greatest that if you get an invite into the beta, you will have access to. So let's stick this on our back. We find that magic spot. It's right almost just below, right between my shoulder blades is where the spot is for me. And like I said, I'm on the 6'2" side. So we're going to drop that. So as you saw, that was pretty quick. Pick up a two-handed hammer and put that, no, let's put this on the left side. It is more difficult to cross over and grab than it is to just put here. So like crossing over and trying to equip it over there is much more difficult than trying to do it over here. There is some lag as I'm swinging that sort of makes the sword feel a little rubbery. That goes away when you use two hands. So that's the physics aspect of it, trying to simulate so you don't just go, raw dual two-handed weapons. You get a little bit of physics lag because it's a little bit unwieldy. It's kind of awkward, to be honest, but it gives you that incentive to using the double hand or the two-handed grip. So it's a balance thing, and I like it. I didn't find that it was all that difficult in combat to keep both hands on the sword and keep swinging, and then in a pinch when I needed to just, I still could hit somebody like this. So there's that. Just keep in mind that when you've got a two-handed weapon, you do need both hands on the weapon. Use a two-hander like a two-hander. Otherwise, you'll get that brief physics delay. There we go. So finding the slots is a little difficult. He can't find the slot. Okay. So more shields, and now we've got our one-handers. So, dagger. Let's go into the light here. So, if you press the grip button again with the dagger, it flips around. So you can stab somebody in the face with it. So I like that. The animation needs work, but I like the concept of him doing that and being able to have dual daggers, however, way that you want them, any combination thereof. There's no restriction. Stab people in the face, turn it around, stab them in the chest. Have a parry daggers, whatever you want to do. I think I can even. Nope, can't throw the daggers. So dropping weapons, grip, trigger, grip, trigger. So it's almost instant. That's an impressive feat. That's sharp. Alright, so swords. We've got a nice array of single-handed swords. I am going to grab one of these for now. This is not the sword that I'm going to use. So, and like I said, trying to reach over here to put the sword away doesn't really work very well. I was spamming the grip over there. It's much quicker to drop it over here. So let's see. No. Let's drop that. Let's take the. I've got the shield. We'll grab this dagger. Alright. So we've got a dagger on that belt, dagger on this belt, double-handed sword, two-handed hammer, and here is another two-hander that we can take with us. So, we read the thing, come around here, read this thing, touch a circle to summon an enemy. So, can you or can you not waggle to win? That is the question. So, I can just hold this straight out here. Come on, buddy. You can do it. And it kind of works. It worked a lot better with the sword here. Let me drop that. Let me grab the sword. I like that they do try to dodge. So this is probably not the best enemy to do this with. Let me go ahead and kill him.
Filthy monster!
Alright, let's try and summon a different enemy. Oh, this was the wrong enemy to summon. This was the wrong enemy to summon. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. So that's horses. It would be nice if these were labeled as to what they were. Like, is this one the archer? Yes. So let's just walk up to him. So it does, I mean, I can waggle a little bit and it does damage. So in theory, you can waggle to win. However, let me caveat this. This is me, one man, against one NPC here. Once we get into the actual campaign, you will see that will get me dead. So while technically you can do it, it will get you dead. Here, let me put this away. There we go. And I'm going to grab this one because I'm kind of growing fond of this one here. It's nice looking. Alright. Actually, I'm going to have to drop that again. So, throwing weapons. Weapons like javelins and axes can be thrown at enemies. Pick one up with your hand over it, press the grip button. To throw it, press and maintain the trigger, and then simply make a throw gesture with your arm and release the trigger to let it fly. You'll need to find good timing for the trigger release in order to make a good throw. Throwable axes in dual purpose. You can also do melee fight with them, but you won't be able to keep them on your side or your back. Skirmisher also uses these weapons. You can stop a weapon thrown with your shield or deflect it with a melee weapon. If struck on your shield, you can pick it up and throw it back, which I think is pretty cool. If you block it, you get to pick it up and throw it back. So, grip button to grab. Let's go spawn us an enemy so I can not hit it. What are you? Come on. Alright, so hold trigger and then throw it. I don't know where I went. It went way the hell over there. So, throwing animations need work, or I need to learn how to throw. Come on, stop moving around. Why the hell did it go way over there? Alright. I am a bad thrower of things. I'm not a sportser. I don't do the sports balls. I love that they dodge. They've got decent AI. except for, you know, when he's swinging at nothing. That's not the best AI, but the moving around, the circling, the strafing, the trying to get at me, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to stop trying to break him. Ow! Whoops, I dropped it. The way that he dodges is really nice. Come on, buddy. Nope, nope, nope. You got this, you got this. Stand up, stand up. I believe in you. You can do it. You're okay. You're okay. Nope, he's not okay. I don't know how I managed to do that. It was not my intent. Can I? I can't grab it off his body. Alright, so javelins work very much the same way. Grip to pick up. They throw kind of a little bit better. But yeah, I can't tell if it's me or the throwing algorithm that needs work. It's probably just me not being used to it. It's something that's gonna actually take some practice. I throw like a girl. Bow and crossbow we'll look at out in the lobby instead of here. Alright, to attack an enemy with a melee weapon, simply hit them with it. You don't say. Damage inflicted is also... Oh. The amount of damage inflicted is physics-based, which means that the harder you hit, the more damage you will do. Damage inflicted is also location-dependent: head, legs, arms, chest. Heavier weapons do more damage, but are more difficult to control, i.e. you need two hands. Changing hands is an issue. I was able to pick it out of the air earlier. So, if you're quick enough, you can change hands that way, but otherwise you just have to drop it and pick it up again. You can't, like, grab and pull, at least not that I've found. Anyways, two-handed weapons, claymores, polearms are very difficult to handle with just one hand. Moving your second hand close to the handle weapon will automatically snap to it. So this is what we were talking about earlier. Parry enemy strikes, just actively block it with your weapon. That works out fairly well. It's actually probably a little too lenient. Using a bow, you guys can read that if you want. Move to the campfire when finished. So here, we get to the fun. I actually really liked the horse. Mr. One Hoof over here. Good boy. Good boy. Or girl, I don't know. I'm not looking. Alright, press the menu button when you are next to a horse to mount it. If the horse follows the direction of your gaze, that's not true. You can control that. There's an option now. And I have it set to controller, and it feels really smooth. Except for the stopping. I can't really stop very well. You can change the movement speed between trotting and galloping by clicking the left joystick trackpad. Mounted, you can use your weapon the same way you do on foot. To dismount, press the menu button again. Beware, riding a horse for too long can cause severe motion sickness. Lol, no. Alright, so menu button to mount up. Always mount up from the left-hand side. Alright, so, reins, all I'm doing is moving the controller. That's it. Just moving the controller. And that's how I'm steering the horse. To go forward, just like trackpad locomoting, press on the trackpad. To go faster, press down, and we go into a gallop. And, you know, we're riding on our horse, killing people. But this looks a little too rusty. I don't like this sword anymore. I'm a king. I feel as though I'm a king, and I should be treated as such. I should have a weapon of kings. Alright. I randomly found this in the last one. I wasn't told this was here. In fact, I think I'm gonna go run around this whole area really quick. So I did not do that last time. He killed my horse. What the hell? Stay down. Kill my horse. Dare you, bastard. Yeah, that's what you get, fucker. That was my horse. I liked that horse. It's my favorite horse. Okay, so I didn't realize there were enemies out here that we could fight. Looks like we have a stealth ninja assassin over here. I'll take those legs from you, buddy. Would you die already? Die! So, just the, single one-on-one fights are difficult. Once we get into the actual fighting, which, let's go finish that up. Let's finish the tutorial really quick. Let's leave him to his thing. I don't want to... Oh, goody. I pissed him off. Alright, come on, Brutus, follow me. That is the only problem with the control scheme. Turning to look behind you while you're running becomes a bit of an exercise. Fucker. Killed my buddy. I lost one of my guys to control. Alright, we're jumping ahead in the tutorial. And making a lot of noise. Well, I should be on my horse right now. Bastards. Alright, flags are acting as spawn points for your troops, which allow you to progress in the battlefield. Stay next to neutral or enemy flags to capture it. The more is basically just domination. The flags are domination points. Soldiers, there's a morale system. Soldiers taking damage or seeing friends dying around them will lose morale. Doing the opposite, inflicting damage or killing foes, increases morale. When morale is too low, they drop their weapons and flee the battlefield. I actually saw that in the other video with a guy that I was Waggle winning. I knocked his weapons out of his hands, and he turned and ran. It was pretty cool. I'm really disappointed that I didn't get that on camera. It's sad. Anyways, you increase nearby soldiers' morale by raising your arm in the air on the battlefield. Who wouldn't be inspired by me raising my arm? All this wonderful sweaty VR. BO, here. Raw! Raw! Okay, so this is telling you how to control people. Manipulation and emotional scars. No. Orders. Maintain the right menu button clicked to generate a pointer.
Find them.
No. Hold on. Right menu button, sorry. Menu button. Select them, a blue circle at their feet. Confirms their selection. Selected soldiers remain selected until you generate a new pointer. So, this is in RTS clicking on a unit. So I pointed a unit and he's selected. I pointed another unit, he's selected. If I point, click, and drag, then both of them are selected. I point at the ground, I've deselected them. So, just like in RTS controls, quickly highlight all of them. If you screw up and only get one, you have to reselect both of them. Basically a click and drag box, only you're drawing a line through them. Very simple, very easy. Once you understand it, very functional. I'm not going to necessarily say intuitive because it took me a minute to figure it out. I was like, okay, let me select him and let me select him, but then it deselected him, so how do I do this? And yeah, I had to go back and read it a second time before I got, okay, click and drag. But that's just me, I'm a derp. Anywho, maintain the right trigger pressed and touch the right trackpad stick to open the soldier selection menu. So holding down the trigger, pressing the trackpad, I've got a, let me select all, let me select just the lights, the heavies, the javelin throwers, cavalry, archers, or spikes. Yeah, so they fall under most of those categories. And that's holding the right trigger and pressing the trackpad. Or just touching the trackpad, actually. You don't have to press it down, just thumb to it. Click the trackpad down to order your soldiers to follow you without attacking you. So select them, and without holding the trigger down, you get this nifty little menu here, and you can tell them to follow you. Or to do their own thing, or guard, or attack, or whatever. That, I think, is key to victory. Being able to use this menu effectively, being able to select units effectively, and send them off to go attack. I was unable to do that in my first video. Hopefully I will have learned something and gotten better this time around. I'm not going to read the rest of that. That's pretty much the gist of it. So now move to the catapult when finished. So, put the shield away. If you want to turn the catapult, you have to physically turn the catapult by getting down and pushing it. Moving it forward by pushing it forward. Turning it around again by turning it around. Oops, I pushed it too far forward. Let me push it back. And then, of course, you fire by pulling this guy. And I don't press anything, it just auto sticks to the lever. So, yank it back, and we send them flying. And this one doesn't do anything, even though they're the same lever. I don't get that. It's moving the same thing, but to re-crank it, you've got to come over here, grab this, and yank this one back. Alright, and now that this one won't fire it either, you've got to come back over to this guy and pull him. And send your boulders off flying. Direct hit. There's also a flag I don't really understand yet. It does say use pointer on flag to allow units to use the siege weapon. So I think that basically just says, okay, you NPCs, you can man this. I couldn't get them to man it because they're dumb. But yeah. So, oh, I can also set fire to the rocks. I didn't do that last time actually, so let's go ahead and do that. Grab El Torcho. Now we have flaming rocks. Just drop that there. That couldn't do any harm, could it? And now we send flaming rocks. Alright, so that is siege, and there's a lot more siege weapons, so let's go get into that. What do you guys say? Should we go get into the campaign? What do you say? Okay. There you go. Dumbasses. Alright. So, back to the main menu. Alright, so we're back here. Now, some issues really quick that hopefully will be fixed. Bear in mind, this is beta. I tried using the halberd in one of the missions, and again, you've got that delay if you don't two-hand it. So you can slide your hand up and down, and it just sticky grips, like you pull your hand too far away, and it'll go away. What I don't like about this is that when I move my left hand, it just pops off of this. Everything is being controlled by the right hand. So I can't, what I was trying to do was swing and pull up with my left hand to do the follow through. You're actually trying to use both hands to swing, but really it's just the right hand that controls it. The left hand does nothing other than magic code numbers stabilizer, so that you can swing. The other two-handed weapons are the same, but it is less obvious when you don't have so much free space for you to move. Like a halberd is very dependent on you being able to use your left hand as leverage if you're actually using one, whereas this hammer here has barely, your hand just doesn't move. You're going to stick your Vive controllers together and, swing at something. But the halberd, the weapons with a longer haft here, these need to have the left hand controller or the non-dominant hand controller have some sort of control over it. I don't know how you would grip and then ungrip in quick, fast, and in a hurry. Maybe the same way that you drop it. I don't know. But that is my one complaint with these weapons here, the two-handed weapons, is that your left hand or your offhand doesn't really do anything for them other than magically stabilize. So, bow weapons really quick. Crossbow, you have to rack it. You have to grab a bolt, stick it in there, and then you can fire. Now, that's a nice shot, actually. Okay, not as nice as I thought it was. I thought it was a bullseye. You have to really contort your hand and bend it forward. I don't think that that's necessarily a problem with the crossbow, so much as just the hands in general. So my Vive controller, this is just my hands at rest, and they're kind of bent forward more than I would expect. My Vive controller is going up and then over. So where the tip of my thumb is, down, down. That's my Vive controller. It's a little off. You get used to it, but like I said, it's a little off. So bow, trigger to grab an arrow, knock it back, it's good. Bow mechanics, the kind of mechanics that I'd like to see in the halberd. So the only problem is that where the Vive controller holds the hand, I can't really pull it up to my chin the way that I'm supposed to aim. So it's very hard to aim the bow, just because of where the hand is in relation to the controller. The controller hits the headset. We saw the javelins already. I'm a piss poor javelin thrower, so I'm not even really gonna try. I can kill the dirt in front of me really good. Jesus. Yeah, so javelins, you gotta really up here, but then the throwing axes, you have to throw at the ground, otherwise they go straight up. I don't get those in the slightest. But that's it for tutorial and intro. Let's jump into let's do attack. So, I will say this game is going to be very, very dangerous to my walls, and probably to my health if I continue to wake up sleeping people. So we don't have any Excalibur swords to go around. Let's go ahead and grab... ooh, I didn't see these last time. These look kind of fun. Let's grab... yeah, let's grab two of these. Those aren't... yeah, let's just go with two of these. So, we have a vast assortment of siege weaponry. We have our catapult here. Oh, they're already manning it. So you can see they're putting up ladders over there, and the ladders are just laying on the ground. So we've got the wall siege engine, flaming catapults, more wall siege engines, and the battering ram. The battering ram will actually bust through that door too. Splinters of wood go flying everywhere. Let's jump up. We could rush the gates over there and go up the ladder. Hold that. I'm gonna climb up this guy. So, one issue, you don't attach to this. It will slide right out from under you if you're not walking forward. Alright. So you get up here. Let me out! Knock knock. Hello. Hi. This takes a little bit too long to release. I can't tell. I don't know why that is. I don't think that there's a lever or anything. There we go. So. Back off. He wasn't going to use those. Alright, archers need to die, or at least get off of my platform.
Attack! Filthy monster. Kill them!
Take out those legs, bastard. Ow, ow, ow. You're not supposed to hit me.
Kill them all!
Okay, will do. Oh, I think my guys died. Running now. Let's drop these and grab one of their great swords. I like the great swords quite a bit more. Whew. Alright, I need reinforcements.
Attack!
Just make sure.
Charge!
Like I said, this is going to be very dangerous to my health in many ways. Oh. Damn it. That's me dying. They win. Like I said, this game is intense and difficult. Alright. More rounds. I am not going to make the excuse that I'm already tired from an hour of this already. So, this is the other side. We have our flags here, and I was trying to assault this flag over here. Let's gear up. Let's take this. I think that's really all I need. I have become very partial to the greatsword. It would be great if I knew how to throw one of these things. Where are my people? Where are my people? Rally to me, my people. All of you. All of you.
Follow me.
Follow me.
For glory.
I can't. I don't think I can get out of here until they hop. Can I hop? I can hop.
No mercy.
Get off my fort. I don't know what just happened to his... Oh, hey. That's a ladder. Where is that flag?
Attack.
No, don't go in there. Come with me. Follow me. Where'd the flag go? Right. Flag! We have this flag. Nice. I don't know why the flag is disappearing.
Attack.
Yeah, this is much... Oh, no. The catapults.
No mercy.
Butchered. I don't know where they teleported to. Oh, he's getting on the catapult. Their AI might need some work. Alright.
No mercy. Kill them all.
My elite warband here. No! Bob! Not Bob. Oh, Archer needs to die. No, you die. Archers are fucking deadly. Get off my knight. Nope, nope, backing up, backing up, backing up. Running. Run, run. Hide behind the trees. I've got a javelin in my butt. Come on, you guys.
Cover me.
Rally to me, my men.
Kill them.
Oh, dude.
Attack.
Alright guys, no, we need to attack.
Attack! Kill them all!
Those archers need to die.
Attack!
Just make sure.
Chop! No!
Alright, where's my people? My people are dead. What is this? I'm up against the wall. Alright, I need you guys to not be over there. Come on. Come on. I need all of you to me.
With me! Follow me!
Ow. Keep a large play space. God, those archers need to die.
Kill! Attack!
I'm gonna be shooting anymore with that hand. Oh, I need to get out of here before we die. Your commander is dying. Where are you? Get off that tree. He didn't need that head. Alright, so when I said intense, I meant it's pretty intense. And we're pushing back the catapult. Ow, ow, ow. I've got a javelin in my spleen. Oh, shit. Why do I still have this in my hand? I think that whole time I wasn't... Oh, shit. Oh, God. The sneak attack from behind. Jesus. That was probably the best round I've had. We actually took one of the flags. Alright, so yeah, when I said intense, I kind of meant intense. It really captures that feeling of being there. So, campaign world map. Also a beta thing. I've said that like a dozen times now. This one was interesting because I got in here, I started pressing buttons, and immediately exited. So right menu button while you're in here, currently, will take you out. And you can see that if I use my trackpad, I am moving a little guy down there. I don't know if this is because this is intended. It's like an overview world map. The idea is kind of cool. Or if the camera just isn't where it's supposed to be yet. But we've got what looks like a bunch of different faction colors. So ours is apparently blue. We're in the mountains over there. We've got green, red, orange, and pink over there. And you can see that our guy is running. We've got a day-night cycle in here. It's really pretty cool. So we've got our town in here that we can run through. Now if I hold trigger, I can move just the camera and get a little bit closer to my guy, but it is bound to a single direction. Like I can look this way and point my controller this way and press forward, and he still runs that way. So even if I am over here looking at him and pressing up on the control pad while the controller is pointing the way I'm facing, he still goes in the same direction. I have to press down to get him to go back. That's a little frustrating. The camera movement is the same way. So we've got our guy there. You really need to face the same direction and not turn around while you're trying to control. Yeah, so we've got all of these different places. If all of these are siegeable or interactable in some way, wow, that would definitely be a $30 game. I don't know what the plans are for this area over here, but I'm very interested in seeing how this all comes together. Oop, I can hide in the turret there. Because this is a really interesting idea. I didn't really think that I would like it at first. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So anyways, that is the campaign map beta. So like I said, pressing the right menu button takes you out of this place and back to the main menu. So let's go ahead and jump into a custom game really quick, custom battle. So we can pick the battlefield. So we've got the wood camp, mountain castle, clearing, forest, fortified camp, which is where we were, the climb, the docks, the town, the village, the snow fortress, castle siege, snow castle, Arctic night, and back to the wood camp. That's a lot of maps. And he's working on, I think in Discord he said 2 more. Another castle map, another campaign map. So I've only been to the one map. I think I want to try the Arctic night. Looked kind of cool. So let's go there. So total number of soldiers, we'll make it pretty even. Light infantry, heavy infantry, lancers, archers, skirmishers, cavalry, whatever you want to do. You can randomize it. I guess we can do that. Oh, the enemy has overwhelming numbers. We probably want it somewhat even, don't we? 500 versus 600. We'll take that. Max number of active NPC in battle, let's say 100. So we've got some difficulty sliders here. We're going to keep it on moderate because I feel it's already difficult enough. And let's go ahead and launch the battle. I have already worked up a sweat. This is another one of those cardio games where I am the king. I am the king. I wish I could third-person cam. I wish I could actually sit in the chair. I look like I'm just trying to take a shit in front of it. I am the king. Blah ha ha ha. We have peasants here. Yes, Lord Chancellor. Yes, very well. Of course. Alright, let's grab this guy right here. He looks shiny. He looks like a king's greatsword. Like I said, we've got all those halberds. We have my mount over here, which I should probably grab a one-hander for the mount. Alright, so that is up. Let me grab, what do I want? Those are two-handers. Let's grab a mace. This isn't a two-hander, is it? No, it's not. Okay. So this is going to be... Oh. The king is late to the party. Always mount up from the left. I have no idea where I'm going now. Dude, what is wrong with you? You are one strange feller. You die. Oh, they killed my horse. Alright. Protect the peasants. I don't think that this is going to end very well for me. Alright, so dropping that. Grabbing this. Throwing that down.
Kill him.
Where are my people? Get in there. Alright.
Cover me.
Okay, I killed my own guy.
Leave, mortal.
I'm not immortal. I'm a king. For pony! Charge! I think that's gonna be my, my gather everyone command. Dude, you didn't need to lose your head over it. So I think we were winning the day and turning them out of the city. Holy hell. I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but this is my first victory on easy with a shit ton of people behind me. So I think my mistake earlier was trying to manually select them and not just select all. And I think maybe 100 active on the battlefield at once might have been a tad too much, because I'm starting to see silhouettes of my Vive controller here. So where else are they coming from? I'm assuming not there. Is it through the store? Where else are they coming from? Oh, I wonder if it was a multi-frontal attack. Like if they were coming from the left and the right. Which means I left my throne room completely unguarded. I must protect the people. They are more important than a throne. Do you think this is a game? Okay, come on. Somebody somewhere. Let's go up the wall and have a look. Oh god. My train is growing. I've gathered a ridiculous mob of nice murder slits. It looks really nice, actually. I hear screaming. Where is the screaming coming from? Up there. How do I get back up there? Oh, there's fighting, maybe. Are they fighting? Looks like they are. I don't know what they're fighting. Right, now we find out if fall damage is a thing. It is not. Right, I'm apparently going it alone. The king's solo last stand. I will hold the bridge. You shall not pass. Come on. Or not, or not. No, I didn't mean it. I'm just retreating to better ground. I'm not a coward. I'm not running. Come get some. Yeah, I think you guys are pathetic too. But I hardly think that you should agree with me. No, you don't get to get by. Where are my people? Wonder if I accidentally unselected them. I think I have broken their line single-handedly. Yeah, I think they're pretty much out of morale. Oh, dude, you just now showed up and you're swinging at nothing. You're gonna hang. That will still inspire you. Where'd he go? Arrows are bastards. No. Victory. Alright, now we need to figure out where the other flag is. Whew. It's a hard fight. It's a really hard fight. Oh god. My mic was tilted up a little. I hope that my voice was coming through. Alright. We are victorious. It would be nice if we could customize our standard too. I have no one coming with me. Alright. Light with me.
Follow me.
Oh, sorry, the heavy with me.
Kill them.
You're attacking a corpse, dude. You need to be focused on the king here. Oh, the frame rate just went in the shitter. Yeah, so I think that I probably put too many units on screen at one time. Alright, King's Heroic, last charge again. Alright, ladies, let's dance. No, 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 no. Oh, son of a... Heroic last stands. Yeah, where the hell were you, Siegfried? Seriously. Siegfried let me down. My heavy infantry did not follow me into battle. So, being able to use the command wheel going to be key in actually getting anywhere. This game's a hell of a lot of fun. I am really happy that I was introduced to this game. So, the story behind why I'm playing this game, a game that came out back in May, is that Teledortronics viewer decided that he was going to let the dev know about the channel, and I greatly appreciate that, Teledortronics. Thank you. So the dev reached out to me, asked if I wanted to take a look at it. I saw a brief video clip and thought, wow, if he can do that right, that game's going to be amazing. There are some rough edges. We've discussed them. For example, let me get in the sunlight. He needs a modeler and an animator. It's just a one-guy studio. But as far as actual gameplay, if you are someone who can look behind a few rough edges like this, the game is well worth it. Right now, it is in early access, has been since May. Like I said earlier, I think he has been updating at least bi-weekly, if not weekly. And he's very active in the community. I joined the Discord 2 days ago, and overnight last night I woke up to like 80 some odd new messages, and like 60-70% of those were the dev explaining things that he's doing, which is always really cool. Having a dev that is interacting with the community at that level. Yeah, I think the game is pretty. I like the music. I like the sound effects. It really makes you feel like you have been dropped right into a medieval battle. Even just going sideways like I'm doing right now, crawling up a mountain. I like that. I like being able to just... when the game tells me to go right, I just hang a hard left and do whatever the hell I want. Because, I gotta explore and, make sure that I get all the things, see all the things, like with the Excalibur sword earlier today. Nope, did I hit? Nope, I didn't. Okay. Wiggle it a little bit. Wiggle, wiggle. And I like that it seems like I could probably get up to one of those peaks. I don't seem to be stopping anytime soon. So that's cool. Yeah, so the combat is very, very intense. If I were to describe this game in a single word, it would be intense. Let's see, can we wiggle up here? We can wiggle up here. I think I might be... I wonder how far I can actually get up here. So I lost my train of thought. Like I said, there are some cons, some rough edges, the angle of the hands. Wow. That's cool. Didn't really feel like we came all that far. Alright, so yeah, the angle of the hands, the position of the crossbow, which I think is just angle of the hands. The two-handed weapon mechanics, I think, need work. So it is not, by any stretch of the imagination, perfect or without its flaws. but it is definitely a game that I think that most people who are into the melee combat VR games are going to enjoy. I think I hit my limit. So much so that I think that I am going to buy a key and do a giveaway. So there will probably be a Gleam giveaway page in the bottom of this. And hopefully once multiplayer gets in, because the dev, and I'm going to add this disclaimer because, I made a bold statement about Draconic Order because the dev told me he was releasing a multiplayer update in a week. And then that's, 6 months later, and still nothing, not a single update for Draconic Order. So I'm going to add this disclaimer. What the dev says he wants to do, well, no, I probably don't want to look down, don't look down, is have a full-fledged single-player campaign as well as multiplayer. And if there is a full-fledged, I don't think I'm getting up here, oh, I think I might have broke the world. If there's a full-fledged single-player campaign and multiplayer, then this game is totally going to be worth $30. It'd probably be worth $40. Oh shit, oh, no, oh, fuck. Well, goodbye, Cruel World. Did I mention this was a beta? Glug, 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 glug. No! Alright, I think I've broken myself. Yep, I've actually broken myself. Alright. Hold right there. Hold. Why are you doing that? Why are you pumping? Oh, it thinks I'm running. Alright, well, hold right there. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So, I had to quit and restart the game because I crashed it. I broke it up there in the mountains. Don't go up there, or at least not as far as I did. So we went over the good, the bad, the ugly. Like I said, I like the sounds, music, gameplay, wholeheartedly enjoy it. Some of the weapon mechanics need work. He definitely needs an animator, a 3D modeler, someone to help him with some of those things because the squished fingers, I don't know. It's not going to impact gameplay whatsoever, but it's just a level of quality and polish. I think that the game deserves a little bit more in that area. Two-handed weapons, I mentioned those, just trying to go over the mental list of things in my head. Good menu system over here, I like it. Lots of options in the custom battle, quick battle for just random stuff. It is an early access game, so there is that stigma of early access games and that he might not finish them, but the history of updates and activity and the level of activity on Discord make me think that he probably will finish this. I don't know if it will have all of the features that he's promising, but I will remain hopeful. At the very least, I would like to see multiplayer and progression, some sort of progression system. Being able to pick the armor that I'm wearing, maybe have it have stats, unlock different skins for the weapons. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff you could do with progression to keep players in the game outside of just killing people, which is a hell of a lot of fun. The game is a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm not upset in the slightest that I ended up having to record this twice because the battles are fun, intense, and amazing. Like, I'm gushing over this game at the moment. It's now one of my must-buy titles for VR. It's rough. It's not perfect, but hopefully it'll be getting there. I'm going to choose to be optimistic on this one. I need to go sit down with my was it No Man's Sky Collector's Edition box and remember that promises are promises, they're not actual gameplay. So I need to take a minute and let the glow die down. But at the moment, I really enjoyed my time in this game, and I think that you guys probably will too. But I think that is enough of me running my mouth, and I am going to wrap this up here. So please hit that like, sub, comment down below, And I will... I have no menu. Ah! The quit button is back there. There's a quit button, damn it, and I don't get to use it because I'm way the hell over here. Oh, I found another edge of the world. So don't go exploring too far. That water effect looks really nice though. And it's not the best water ever, but the shimmer is pretty cool. Anywho, I have found the end of the world and the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to hit that Gleam.io link down below. Join the Discord to talk to the devs. And hey, while you're at it, join my Discord too. I'm always in there, always checking it. Throw your game suggestions, whatever. Later, guys. Whee!